Alright, so we all know that the most important and probably the hardest part of living a healthy lifestyle, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, is the diet. You know, we hear it all the time. 85% of all the work is mainly your diet, and like what you eat, what you put in your body, what you consume basically dictates how your fitness is gonna pan out. If you're gonna get that six-pack, if you're gonna bulk up on your muscle, if you're gonna lean out, you know, whatever your target is, it almost always has a direct correlation with what you're putting in your body, what your diet is. I'm sure everybody can relate. This is the hardest part to get down. Like, even with me, still to this day, this is the hardest part of my whole fitness journey, is just getting my diet in order. So today I'm gonna give you guys my five tips that I'm currently using now to help me suppress my appetite, to help me keep my diet in check, and it's been working great so far. So I appreciate y'all for checking in with me. This is NoEasyWayTV. Stick around. So number 5 is water. Water is key, guys. A couple of videos back I talked about the benefits of water. I'm gonna go ahead and link that in the description somewhere over here. Just look for the link to pop up. So first things first, in the morning when I wake up, I drink a bottle of water. Yes, I like literally down a bottle of water. Keeps me feeling refreshed, go about my day. This is basically served as my breakfast in the morning. As to why, I'm gonna get to that later. I believe that's number 1. And prior to every meal that I have, be it my first meal of the day, my lunch, my dinner, before I eat any meal, I drink a bottle of water. Personally, I feel this method helps me out because it gets me a bit full prior to me eating and causes me not to overeat. It gets me like halfway there, I'm already feeling full before starting my meal, so my portions are not as big as they usually would be. Appetite suppressant, a refresher, and our body needs it, so water is number 5. Number 4 is exercising regularly. As you guys know, I'm a family man, I'm an entrepreneur, I have a lot of things going on, so I don't always have that time to get to the gym. So I do a lot of my working out at home. This really helps me out as far as maintaining my diet because I get to burn a lot of calories. You know, that's the key. You want to be at a caloric deficit every day. So burning calories, making sure that you're active is really gonna take you a long way. Even on those days that you may slip up, you know, you have that extra brownie, you have that extra cupcake, because you're at a caloric deficit and you're going to the gym, working out regularly, you're always gonna be ahead of the curve. Make sure you're staying active. There's a lot of things that we can do in our homes that's gonna keep us active, that's gonna keep us burning calories. I have a lot of videos about at-home workouts. Links are gonna pop up, so definitely check those out. Regular exercise, be it at home, be it at the gym, is a major key. That's number 4. All right, so number three, this is a great tip for maintaining a healthy, balanced diet, for making sure that you're not overeating. Meal prep. Personally, I don't meal prep every day, and that just comes with maturity in fitness and discipline. I'm a person that's very disciplined, so I know exactly what I'm putting into my body. Then again, a lot of people are not like that, so meal prepping is good in situations like that. And the benefits of meal prepping is you know exactly what you're gonna eat every day. This works great for people that have a predictable schedule, meaning they go to work, you know, 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. At work, you know, things can get pretty tempting. You got them holiday parties coming up, especially now. Food is everywhere, temptation is everywhere. Meal prepping is good because you come to work with what you know you're gonna eat. It's gonna take a little bit of discipline because you can have your meal prepped and you can still cheat, but it's also a psychological thing. You know, when you prep, you know exactly what you're getting into, so it makes sticking to your diet a lot easier. Meal prep, number 3. All right, so number 2 is calorie counting. I'm really big on calorie counting. I think calorie counting is great, especially when you want to eat at a caloric deficit. You want to know exactly how much of what you're putting into your body as far as your macros, how much protein, carbs, sugar, fiber, all that good stuff. You want to make sure you're tracking each and every single thing. You're tracking your calories, knowing exactly how many calories are in what food that you eat. I'm really particular with calorie counting. At a point, it kind of even gets annoying to those around me. Like literally whatever I'm about to eat, I make sure I scan it. I make sure I know how much of what is going into my body, and having that knowledge, I'm able to know whether I'm in a caloric deficit. Personally, I try not to eat over 1,800 calories a day. I know that's crazy. I believe the daily recommended is like 2,200. 1,800 is my mark, and honestly, a lot of times I don't even exceed 1,600. And then piling on going to the gym on top of that, burning calories, especially when you know you're working hard. Me personally, I go hard in the gym, so I'm burning at least at least 800 calories when I go to the gym. That's where that wiggle room comes in. Me burning 800 calories in the gym basically allows me to treat myself a little bit more during the day with, you know, maybe light snacking. And so a great tool that I use to count my calories is an app called MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal is great because, like I said, you're able to track every single thing that you're eating, your macros. It has a really large database of different foods. When you scan your food, it's gonna pop up. It's gonna tell you how many calories in there, all your macros that you need, and it's gonna store it there for you. At the end of the day, you're able to track how much calories you've burned, how much calories you've consumed, even down to tracking your exercise and how much calories you've burned in the gym. We all know that a big part of the fitness journey is accountability and having somebody to talk to, having somebody to share your journey with you. MyFitnessPal is good too, also because it has that social aspect. You're able to connect with your friends. You're able to share your different goals and the different milestones that you've reached, how much weight that you've lost over a certain amount of time. It's a really dope app and something that I use regularly. This video is not sponsored by MyFitnessPal, by Under Armour. It's just the app that I use that I really love, and you know, so that's why I'm sharing that with you guys. Calorie counting is number 2. All right, so the number 1 tip, we're down to number 1. The number 1 tip that I'm personally using right now that's helping me stay in line with my fitness, with my diet, is intermittent fasting. Man, has been such a game changer for me, y'all. And this is real talk. I've been doing intermittent fasting for probably the last 4 months now. When I tell you I've seen a lot of change just in my health overall, mental clarity, my focus, and these are just a little bit of the benefits that come with intermittent fasting. Not to get into too much detail because honestly, this can be a video in and of itself. We're talking about improved mental clarity and concentration, weight and body fat loss, which is big, lower blood insulin and sugar levels, reversal of type 2 diabetes, increased energy, improved fat burning, increased hormone growth, and lowered blood cholesterol. Man, that's a lot. For you guys that don't exactly know what intermittent fasting is, I'm sure you can Google intermittent fasting, but real quick, intermittent fasting is an eating pattern basically, and that's where you cycle between periods of eating and periods of not eating. So for example, first thing in the morning when I wake up, like I told you guys, I believe number five was drinking water. So I have my water and that's my breakfast. I don't eat anything until 2 o'clock. My window of eating is basically gonna be from 2 o'clock to 8 o'clock at night. Before 2 o'clock, I don't eat anything at all. And after 8 o'clock, I don't eat anything at all. So basically outside of that window, the 2 to 8, you can't have anything that's gonna spike your insulin levels. Basically, nothing. You can't have anything except for water. That period of me eating is known as 18-6. 18 hours not eating and 6 hours of eating. For beginners, I would probably start with the 16-8. 18-6 is a little bit more advanced. So starting out with intermittent fasting, I would do the 16-8. Personally, intermittent fasting has been great because it's helping me to control my appetite. And surprisingly, when time comes for me to eat, I'm really not that hungry. It's not like I'm scratching at the fridge and, you know, trying to get some food. Honestly, as time has gone on with me doing intermittent fasting, it's gotten a lot easier. Initially, it was hard being used to the routine of waking up, making breakfast, going to work, or whatever you have to do. And that's the hard part, breaking out of that normal routine that you're used to and trying something different. That's really the challenging part. After doing it for about a month, it starts to become habitual, and then after that, it's just second nature. So these are my 5 tips that are helping me stay focused, that are keeping me sane, that are helping me stay ahead of the curve of this whole fitness thing, keeping my diet in order. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys and tell you that it's easy, but then again, nothing in life comes easy that's worth going after. So let me know what you guys are working with. Let me know what you're struggling with. Any of these tips that stood out to you that you want to incorporate, you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comment section below. Let's talk about it. I appreciate you guys as always for coming through. If you haven't hit that subscribe button already, please do. It's the red button right at the corner. It says subscribe. Hit the bell also for notifications so you know every single time I drop a video. Thank you guys for all your support. I really appreciate it. I'm signing out. No Easy Way.